What is that change going to look like, Don? What practically, your father as president, I think you would even say, was a divisive figure. What's it going to look like in the second term?
I don't think he was a divisive figure at all. I think the media created divisiveness around him. They lied about Russia collusion. They said he was a traitor. They went after him in every which way as possible. If the media actually starts being an honest broker, talking about the things that he did, the prosperity he brought, the peace deals that he signed around the world, rather than the disaster that we're living right now, I think you do everyone in the country a big favor.
I know immigration's important to him. I covered the family separation crisis closely. Will we continue to see policies like separating 5,000 children deliberately from their parents?
You mean the Obama administration?
You know they didn't do that, sir.
Okay, sure.
Will there be a second family separation policy?
It's MSNBC, so I expect nothing less from you clowns. Even today, even 48 hours later, you couldn't wait. You couldn't wait with your lies and with your nonsense. So just get out of here.
All right, y'all, we are back with another video. And before we start, please put prayers for Donald Trump in the comment section. Now, I seen this video on X where, you know, this MSNBC, and I'm not even shocked by MSNBC, because this is what they do. They try to find every which way to attack Donald Trump. The man was almost assassinated, and they talking crap about him. It just don't make sense at all. And I seen a clip on X where they were trying to say this MSNBC host talking about that Donald Trump Bandage is a spectacle. I'm like, what? This man was just shot about 4 days ago, and trying to say that the bandage he was wearing is a spectacle. I'm like, what in the world? This just don't make sense. This is distasteful. MSNBC host needs to be fired. He needs to be removed. This right here don't make any sense at all. We are just tired of the disrespect. We are all sick of it, because this video been going crazy on Fox News. So I definitely wanted to check out the entire video to see exactly what was going on. Because like I said, on X, it was just showing a little clip of it. And why would you say something like that? And that's the reason why they're saying the MSNBC host was roasted for the comment on Donald Trump's ear bandage. I mean, come on, man. So like I said, make sure you please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date with everything that's going on. And without further ado, y'all, let's dive straight into this and let's see exactly what they said.
Some of his colleagues stunned, dumbfounded, flummoxed even with this take on VP nominee J.D. Vance.
If the Trump-Vance ticket gets elected, that wing of the party is going to be in the wilderness for a generation. But I mean, look, J.D. Vance and the Teamsters president last night, this is an ideology that would have been very comfortable in the Democratic Party of Walter Mondale in 1984.
It's wild just to hear you say that out loud. And Meredith.
Joe Concha is a Fox News contributor, and he joins us now. Joe, good morning to you. I think that what Chuck Todd is referring to, maybe not so much even about J.D. Vance, although he did come from a family of Blue Dog Union Democrats. Yeah. But the party makeup and where working class Americans fit in has completely changed in recent years.
Isn't that amazing, right? Democrats used to be the party of the working man and woman, right? And now Republicans have seized that mantle. They are now the populist party, right? Don't call Donald Trump a conservative, J.D. Vance a conservative. They're populists. And the reason why J.D. Vance was chosen is because he could talk to people as a guy who grew up in a trailer park, right? Then joined the Marines right out of high school, which is crazy. And then he goes to Ohio State. He graduates in 2 years. And then he joins Yale Law School and graduates, then becomes a senator eventually. This is like the ultimate success story that he's going to resonate with steel workers in Pennsylvania and auto workers in Michigan and farmers in Wisconsin. That's why J.D. Vance was chosen, and the fact that he and Trump seem to get along quite well compared to where they were in 2016 per se. So this is where we are at this point. Vance, at first, when you heard the pick, you're like, why didn't he go with Youngkin? Why didn't he go with Rubio? Now it's clear this is the reason why, because he can connect with people the way Donald Trump does, despite the background.
And this is driving the mainstream media wild and crazy. You heard Chuck Todd there. Here's Ari Melber's reaction to the last 72, 96 hours. Watch.
Here's how the New York Times put it. On the first night of this convention, Trump was his own biggest prop. He entered the VIP box, a large white bandage on his injured right ear, an image for political mobilization, a spectacle for this candidate who we know is, by his own admission, obsessed with assorted spectacles.
So, Joe, the ear bandage was a spectacle. I don't know. I'm reviewing my notes right now. I think it was because he was shot in the ear and he needed a bandage. It's medical.
You hear the way Ari Melber put that? His injured right ear. Injured, to your point. A bullet went through the ear. And he's wearing a bandage because he lost part of the ear. We are 3 days since this man nearly got his head blown off, only because he turned his head a little bit more to read some notes that were given to him on a screen around immigration. Is he alive right now? And MSNBC, as sick as they are, and Ari Melber, as sick as he is, go to hell, Ari Melber, quite frankly, because to say something like that, it's a prop? Give me a break. Show any sort of human dignity in this moment, and he couldn't do that, as could many on that network, quite frankly.
If I could just interject for a second, what I noticed, and look, we're going to beat up the Democrats for their response to a lot of stuff, but I felt at least the politicians, by and large, had decent responses to the attempted assassination of Trump. I found the media, whether it was Stephanopoulos and Raditz or all of MSNBC, I mean, look what MSNBC was so scared of what Scarborough and Mika would do. They kept them off the air. Who are these people? How have they gotten to this point where they're not even acting in any humanity anymore?
You mentioned Stephanopoulos and Raditz. Let's review it for the audience, right? Stephanopoulos basically blamed Donald Trump, victim blamed him, because his rhetoric is what bought somebody to try to assassinate him. And then Martha Raditz is like, yeah, and remember January 6th? Guys, the fact that this is being kind of blown past the way it is, the questions that journalists should be asking right now is, how did a 20-year-old get on that roof with line of sight to the former president of the United States, likely future president of the United States, from 130 yards out? I don't know how many people have told me, because I'm not a firearms guy, that's like a...
Now, before we even get to that, I want y'all to look at this right here. I mean, MSNBC say some of the stupidest things that can be said. Some of the stupidest things. It was a prop. The man was shot in the ear. And the MSNBC host gonna say that it's a prop, it's a spectacle. He just want everybody to look at it. Like this, I mean, it be stuff like this that just pisses you off. These people have no backbone. They don't care. These the same people who were saying they wish Donald Trump was assassinated. They do not care. People like this don't deserve a job. They need to be fired. They need to be removed off air. To say that right there is a spectacle. And the man was just shot in the ear, nearly assassinated. And this is what they come back with. I'm just so sick of this crap. Joy Reid, all of them. They all got the same talking points. The same talking points. Instead of saying, hey, I don't like Donald Trump, but I'm glad he's still here. I'm glad he didn't get killed. They ain't going to say any of that. All they want to say is something bad about Donald Trump. Now you want to go by, he's wearing that because of as a spectacle, a prop? I mean, did they acting like he wearing it as if he just wearing it and didn't get shot? These people are crazy. To think the way that they think is just crazy. Why do people like that is allowed to have jobs? Like being on TV, you get to just talk about somebody like that. And you know the man got shot. And you going to say he's wearing it for, just for it to be a prop, a spectacle. Well, what?
2-foot putt to make that shot, and it was, unless he turned his head. The fact that we're not asking questions more, not we, but other people that purport to be in media aren't asking, how did this happen? Why didn't the Secret Service fire back when you had the shooter in your sights for all that time?
Exactly.
And instead, you waited for him to shoot? How did he get on that roof? That was a staging place, apparently, below him, and yet no one did anything. Those are the questions journalists should be asking, and not any of this stuff around.
Well,
is the bandage a prop?
They are being asked.
That's crazy.
The Secret Service to answer them. We all know who.
That right there was crazy, though, by saying about the bandage being a prop, as if he's just wearing it just so everybody can see it. The man was shot. I mean, come on. It's no different from somebody that they got to walk with crutches if they hurt their ankle or something like that. If somebody break their ankle and they walking with a crutch, is you gonna say, well, he walked in there with a crutch, he just using it for a spectacle? It's a prop. It just don't make sense. When people get hurt, then they calling it being injured. The man was nearly killed. I mean, come on.
Jack Black is, right? Okay, so he's got a band. It's called Tenacious D. His bandmate's name is Kyle Gass. Take a listen to what he just said.
Okay.
Don't miss Trump next time.
He said, don't miss next time. After he said that, he was axed by his talent agency. Jack Black also released a statement saying, I no longer feel it is appropriate to continue the Tenacious D tour.
Nobody supports Jack Black, no way. Because Jack Black be saying disrespectful things as well. Now he got a band member saying something about don't miss Trump next time. Oh, now he fired him? But Jack Black has the same talking points. He's no different from Robert De Niro.
Statement saying, I no longer feel it is appropriate to continue the Tenacious D tour, and all future creative plans are on hold. I'm grateful to the fans for their support and understanding. Your thoughts?
Good for Jack Black. I mean, he had to do that. Maybe.
Yeah, he would have had to do that. I mean, for him saying something like that, because then that's going to make it seem like you co-signing that. That means you co-signing. If you didn't fire that guy, that means you co-signing what he said.
If there wasn't such blowback, Jack Black's people wouldn't tell him you can't be associated with this anymore. But either way, ultimately, he did the right thing. Todd?
There is always one.
Quick question, though. Is this a change? 4 years ago, would this have happened? Would he have so quickly denounced Kyle Gass, his bandmate?
No, definitely not. In the light of this assassination, in the light of everything that we've seen over the last 4 years.
Things have changed.
It's about time to see things have changed.
Well, there we go right there, man. That right there just don't make no sense at all. Like I said, I seen the clip on X, and I was like, I definitely got to check out the video. But saying that Donald Trump, ear bandages, he using it for a prop, a spectacle, and all that, man, come on. That right there is just distasteful. Like I said, MSNBC hosts need to be fired for that crap. But, they let them stay over there and say all type of crazy stuff about Donald Trump. Joy Reid, I mean, all of them just over there running their mouth. But like I said, y'all let me know what y'all think about it in the comment section. Thank you for watching, especially the ones that made it to the end, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.